What is up, fans? I'm your host, Alex Kramer, and I'd like to welcome you back to the newest episode of A Greatest Pod on Turf, also known as A Great Podcast. What is up, Kieran?
Also known as the best podcast out there. Get us a like, get us a sub, and we're going to roll right into the topics today. Thank you for the support. One of the episodes we got only has about 250 views. It's going up. So we see some of the guys from Apple are probably coming over, so thank you for that. Keep coming over. And the pod after that has low views, 60 views. Not that great, but pump that one up as well because that's a pretty good episode. So,
hit all the pod. Hit them all.
Hit them all. So we're going to bust right into it today because I have an issue here with Kramer because he was texting me. Look, if you don't know, Ben Simmons, one of the most hated, probably the most hated man in Philadelphia history, really. He comes out, and certainly Philadelphia sports history, he comes out on this guy JJ Redick's podcast, and he basically lies and spins the yarn and bullshits about a bunch of basically his time in Philadelphia. And Kramer's all on his dick saying he loves what he says and he loves Ben and all this shit. Now, Kramer, why do you say you love this fucking guy, man? He's a piece of shit. He lied about everything in the podcast. He sold Philadelphia out of the fucking bus. He sucks. Can't shoot for shit. Came into the fucking training camp posting videos of him shooting. Never shot. He's a fucking fraud.
Ben is not a fraud. You're wrong.
Why is he not?
We tainted Ben, dude. This guy, 2 years from now, even if we were to win the chip this year, 2 years from now, we're going to regret it.
Dude, I know we're not, because one chip is worth it. You know how hard it is to win a chip? It's virtually impossible, okay? You're never
what if he turns into a guy who gets like 3 or 4 chips?
Ben?
One of the best to ever do it.
It's just not, dude, you really fucking think it's going to happen?
Yeah, dude, we fucked with his head so much, dude.
Now, let me tell you something.
Dude, he literally said, I got to the point where I thought that I couldn't shoot because people were questioning my shooting so much.
Dude, do you think that shit, it just plays into my fucking theory? He's a soft little bitch, dude. He can't handle that. Like, dude, anyone can handle that. We have comments on our podcast hating on us, okay? Do you think we care? Like, oh, you guys can't fucking do this shit. It's Shaq came out and called out Ben. He's like, do you know how many people came after me saying you can't hit free throws? Shaq doesn't care, man. Shaq's going to fucking step up and knock down those free throws, or at least try to, and he's going to fucking listen to his teammates, his coaches, and himself. All right? He's not going to listen to these clowns on the internet, man, talking all this bullshit to him.
Well, just wait and see how sick that Nets team's going to be, because if they all can stay on the floor, which I believe they can this year, they could be lethal with him running that fucking point. 0.5 or some shit.
Ben is pretty good, and every team he's been on has been a good team. It's not a coincidence that that's the truth. So we're going to talk about NBA and our upcoming predictions later on in the show. Stick for that. But what I want to tell you, Kramer, is I have a problem with you because I listened to some of our old cast, okay, talking about this whole thing, and you publicly called out Ben Simmons. You were trashing him just like I'm trashing him. But then,
bro.
Out of the blue, listen, let me say it. Out of the blue, all of a sudden, you fucking are now on his dick, loving him, dude, all because you saw him on this podcast.
I just think he came out, he looked cool, he looked calm, he looked collected. Or maybe you're being played by the Philadelphia fan base and Brett Brown.
Let me tell you, bro. Okay, on Netflix, there's this new thing about Dahmer. I'm not watching that. Netflix is woke.
Great show, bro. Great show.
I haven't
Incredible.
seen it, but I've heard about it. I know Netflix is woke trash, so I'm not going to tune in. But I will tell you, I read about Jeffrey Dahmer years back, and one of the most vile and disgusting humans pretty much in world history. I mean, he would chop up, rape, drug, murder, and eat his victims. All right, but there was an interview he did on a podcast, not a podcast, it was like the 90s or whatever the fuck he was doing his thing in jail, and they asked him all this shit, and some of the comments were like, oh, he doesn't seem like that bad of a guy, you know? So that's what this shit does. It's the same thing with Ben. Anytime you get on a podcast and spin your own narrative, you're going to come out and sound like a good guy. People were saying Dahmer.
You know, Kieran did not just compare Ben to Dahmer, just the situation. Ben, bro, just all I'm saying is we're going to regret it because Ben's a beast. No, if we were to have given Ben another player, say Ben and Harden maybe not Harden, Ben and like a shooter, maybe like Klay Thompson, some shit like that, you know, like a catch and shoot type guy. Yeah, like when we had Redick, exactly, dude, exactly like that. The team just worked well, dude. I mean,
well, we have shooters now, 6 or 7 shooters.
We needed Brett Brown for Ben Simmons to work out.
Exactly. And Brett's team was around Ben. Ben and Joel didn't work. The fans were saying it for years. I didn't think they were true, but to win a title, maybe. If Ben was to shoot the fucking ball, we didn't have a problem. But let me talk about some of the lies he said on the pod. He said, first and foremost, he didn't care about the money. It wasn't about the money for me. I just wanted to trade. I don't care about money. And then JJ Redick knew he was full of shit. He goes, okay, so why'd you go into practice then and go into training camp? Everyone obviously knows the real reason he went is so he wouldn't get fined and he would get his money. But Ben was like, oh, I just wanted to be a good teammate. Well, if you want to be a good fucking teammate, why don't you step on the court and play? That's being a fucking good teammate, dude. Not showing up half-assed and getting kicked out of the practice. You did that shit so you wouldn't get fined. You appealed mental health so you wouldn't get fined. It's all about the money. You filed 10 fucking grievances against the 76ers. But no, it's all about the love of the game.
How much did he end up getting?
What?
What did he end up getting? The grievances.
They don't disclose that shit. It's fucking anonymous. Who knows? He got paid out. He got a huge settlement. Another lie.
All I'm saying is best one of the best defenders in the league.
All I'm saying is he's a fucking little bitch. And here's another lie from Ben. Okay, he said he loves Philly fans, right? You see that? He was like, "Oh, I love Philly. People think I have this problem with them. I love them." Okay, Ben. So why do you check your Twitter and there was tweets that you liked saying "fuck Philly fans"? Philly fans did all this. He blames Philly fans for why he didn't shoot, but now all of a sudden they're the best fans. You love them. You're just full of shit. Another fucking
he regrets his decisions. It's obvious. Some people can grow from their mistakes. Ben maybe is a guy who regrets his decision to leave Philly.
Bro, he didn't come off so regretful. He sounded fucking pompous on that podcast.
We'll just wait until he fucking plays well this year, and we're going to regret it a little bit too. But here's the thing, man. We saw Harden. He had I think they had some interviews today. Cool guy. Our team's looking good. Sixers looking good. Could be a good year.
Dude, you were saying how you don't like Harden, and I saw the interview. You love him. That's what I'm saying. You could be so coaxed by these interviews.
No, I like Harden. I told you I've liked Harden, bro.
You were ripping him before.
Like Ben. I like Ben better.
What do you like
it changes
about
every
Ben?
week. You know the player is just as good as his last week in any sport. His last game.
Of course.
So my opinion could change week to week, just like yours could.
You're right. That's a good point.
Like, just for this example, if the Raiders were to win the next week, you'd come in here with a different opinion than you're probably going to have this week.
No, I still have the same opinion, but we'll talk about NFL later in the cast. We're sticking on NBA right now. And the
NBA starting soon. Joel looks good. James says he's lost 100 pounds. Guy's going to be lethal.
Harden said that?
Yeah, he said he lost 100 pounds.
Holy shit.
I don't believe that, but that's what he said. 100 pounds.
Holy
guys,
shit.
if he lost 100 pounds, the guy's going to be a killer.
Well, yeah, obviously. But look, that's too much. I mean, how much? What? There's no way he lost 100 pounds. How much does he weigh now? Like 210? There's no way he was over 300 fucking pounds.
Maybe it was a joke. Maybe it was a joke, right?
Yeah, he was
Maybe
obviously joking if he said that.
Maybe he was saying a little bit of satire. But let's see what John Clark had to say. This pussy John Clark.
Johnny Airport. Pulls up to the airport for every new Philadelphia acquisition. I mean, we're going to get off Philadelphia after this. I know fans. You're not all Philadelphia fans. Most of you probably hate Philadelphia. But we need to talk about the Ben thing.
This is what we want you to know. Philly's going to run it this year. That's our prediction. We already have that prediction because we're biased towards them. So that's our prediction.
Well, we gotta stick with the basketball. Now let's talk about the Boston Celtics. You had this coach named
Dude, did you hear what happened to their coach?
Of course, we're going to talk about it. We had this coach named Ime Udoka. He fucked one of his female employees or thing. They had a relationship. Both of them married or in relationships. And it's pretty much not good. And the Celtics were already dealing with issues. They had Danilo Gallinari, a big acquisition, who would have been he would have done damage for them, okay? He's done for the season, torn ACL. That sucks. And then you have Al Horford's getting older. Robert Williams, their center, who Embiid.
Al Horford fucking blows.
He's okay, but
let's be real. Al Horford blows. You remember when he was on the Sixers?
He wasn't. Guy was good. It didn't.
He was all right for. I think he was all right for a year, right? And then he was sucked.
He was only here for one season.
All right. Well, he sucked the whole time then.
He was all right.
From what I remember,
he didn't fit. And then you have Robert Williams. They call him the Time Lord. He just got another meniscus tear. He's injury prone, and it sucks. But Boston, man, if you really think about the deal, they're kind of a non-factor because the coaching is very important in basketball. People say, oh, coaching not important because you have Jason Tatum or LeBron who drops 50. You're all good. No, you need coaching. You need the scheme. Everything's got to work perfectly. It's all chemistry. Their players are getting hurt left and right. Who knows? Maybe they'll pull it out. We'll have to see. They have a
No,
good
they're
team.
not going to pull it out. But a lot of people are saying they're the favorite in the East.
They should be the favorite. They don't have many holes in their roster, to be honest. But here's the thing: neither do the Sixers. Bucks, they don't have the best shooting. They have capable shooters. Their defense is pretty good. The Bucks are solid. Miami, they got worse. Not that much worse, but they're still worse. They weren't good enough to win it last year.
Are you telling me that Are you telling me that we can take PJ Tucker and put him on any player and he's going to help?
That's not how it works. It's
not how. But with Ben, we could put him on any player. Like he could play Giannis. Is PJ Tucker going to lock down Giannis?
I mean,
who are we going to put on Giannis?
Well, you double team Giannis.
All right, who are we going to put on?
Embiid will guard Giannis.
Who are we going to put on? I'm going to give you this scenario. We play the Nets.
Yeah.
KD, Kyrie, Ben, all on the court. What's the matchup there?
It's zone defense in playoffs. It's you don't really do man to man.
No, I'm saying
you do a man zone hybrid.
Regular man. You're saying it's going to be all zone.
It's a man zone hybrid. So like Embiid, dude, you say okay, Embiid can torch Robert Williams, but the Celtics, you think they're going to even let him get close to a one-on-one situation? He's going to get fucking trapped up the ass, dude. It's complex. It's very complex defenses they run. So it's not just as simple as PJ Tucker on Giannis. There it is, your one-on-one. It's like
is PJ Tucker going to help us a lot defensively?
He's going to help a lot because people undermine these moves the Sixers made. They say, "Oh, Melton, House, and Tucker. What's that going to do?" Well, if you take a look at the Sixers' weaknesses, they didn't really need. I mean, you could get star power, the whole deal, but if you don't have depth, man, and cohesion, and fixing all the little holes in your roster, you ain't doing shit. Sixers pretty much fixed all their holes.
Is this House guy, bro? Is this House guy good?
Man, he fixes an issue they had. He's a good shooter, good defender. They struggled with perimeter defense, but bro, the fans like to hear the drama, and there's a lot of drama in the league. And one of the dramas people talk about is basically the players, man. So, what do you think of these players, Kramer?
What players?
Just all around. Like, there's how some people love LeBron, some people hate LeBron.
I like LeBron, dude. I don't think, just like we said on the pod before, we may not agree with LeBron, but it doesn't change the respect that we have for his game.
Let me give you a little rundown.
Right?
All right, let me give you a little rundown because it varies from team to team. Are you a fan of Steph Curry?
Yeah.
You like Curry?
Yeah, just because I got to respect the guy. I don't like him, but
you don't.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him.
I like Curry. You like Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, I like Kyrie. Kyrie's cool. He does his old vax thing. He's a little weird, whatever.
Kyrie.
You like Jason Tatum?
No, we like that. We like that shit.
You like Tatum?
I don't hate him.
So you don't you don't really hate or like any of these guys, really.
I love LeBron.
You love LeBron? Jokic?
Hate.
You hate Jokic.
Hate Jokic.
Why do you hate Jokic?
Because he's stripping Embiid of his titles.
Yeah, but that's not his fault. He don't pick who wins the title.
Hate Doncic.
You hate Luka?
Hate Doncic. Hate Ja Morant. Remember, we hate Ja Morant.
I hate him too. Why do you hate Luka Doncic?
Cocky bastard. Hasn't done shit yet.
Dude, he did a lot, man.
He ain't winning shit. I don't see that guy doing shit. Fuck him.
Yeah, but you like James Harden. He don't won anything.
I like James Harden because he's a Sixer. I didn't like him prior.
You like Draymond?
Yeah, I like Draymond.
All right, so you're pretty much neutral. But you hate Doncic and you hate Jokic.
And I hate fucking, you know who else I hate? Ja Morant.
Yeah,
Ja Morant.
I hate him too. But we talked about that
on last Donovan Mitchell. Not a fan of Donovan Mitchell.
Oh yeah, I don't like him either. Not a big fan of Mitchell. I think he's a little weird.
I don't know how I feel about Kevin Durant.
I like KD personally. He does a lot of bullshit, I feel like, though. You know?
I didn't like PJ Tucker. I don't like Tyler Hero. I hate Tyler Hero.
Yeah, no, Hero's all right.
I hated PJ Tucker, actually, prior to this shit.
Well, you like him because he's on your team.
Yeah, because we have to now, but I did not like PJ Tucker. I like Jimmy a lot.
I like Jimmy, but I also hate him because he left the Sixers.
Yeah, I hate the Heat. I hate the Dolphins.
All right, let's talk about NFL because we're done with the NBA. NBA, we'll see what happens this year.
We can talk about baseball. 10 games left.
There's nothing really to say. Baseball, man, the fans don't like it. The people don't like it. Aaron Judge, I mean, it's true.
Give us your prediction. Aaron Judge obviously is going to win. I think he kills the record by 2 home runs. And what's your prediction on the World Series?
Bro, at this point, I'd have to say NL, and it's a crapshoot. AL is going to be Houston. They're the best team by far. They're going to come out again. They're like a dynasty pretty much right now, like a mini dynasty. You know what's crazy? You had this one dynasty, the mini dynasty, the San Francisco Giants. For 3 years, 3 out of 5 seasons, they were World Series champions. Now, what does that sound like to you? Is that a dynasty? It's just this weird period of like they were only good in the playoffs. Like they got to the playoffs and they were just built to fucking dominate. That you just
This
don't
year
see
they're not even gonna make the playoffs, bro. And they started off kind of good, and then they
I kind of like San Francisco. Like
yeah, Giants cool team. Hate the Niners.
not
though.
just the Giants, just like the whole idea of San Francisco.
Cool spot.
Like I like the Bay. I'd love to live out there in the Bay, even though it's like a California run disaster.
You know why?
Like nightmare. I'd still
Oakland.
like the idea of San Francisco. It's like the gay capital of the world, and I love the gay folks, great people, but there's too many of you out there. You guys got to relocate a little bit.
No, I would focus San Francisco definitely a good amount. If I went there, I would like it. But you know what I don't like?
You know what's kind of crazy, dude?
The Raiders.
No, listen to this, dude. There's a Barry Bonds, right? Very straight guy, not gay at all. But he lived in San Francisco his whole life. Like, he was there in the Giants and then went there. But he talks with, like, a gay accent,
Yeah, no, he just talks. He's got, dude, some other people do that shit, too.
But they're totally straight, but they just talk with that accent,
No, they don't talk that way. That's how they talk, bro. They're not.
That's what I'm saying. No, I know. I'm not saying they are gay, but that's how they talk.
You know what else? No. I know, but these guys that we're talking about, they just talk that way. It's weird.
Who?
Barry Bonds.
Yeah, dude. Him and just people from that San Francisco area. Because that's
There's other ones too, bro. Was it Jalen Ramsey?
Oh yeah, he talks a little bit like that. He went to Florida State. I like him.
Guy talks a little weird too. Fucking. Honestly, baseball's. I don't know.
It is what it is. Let's get to the fucking.
Not NHL too. We do have NHL starting.
Ugh, who cares?
But we know everyone on here knows how we feel about NHL. We like it, but we hate the Flyers.
Let's get to the meat and potatoes of the real thing everyone loves, and it's the NFL still. It's the number one domination.
Always will be.
Pure sport in the world. And we're going to basically talk about what happened. First, we'll start with the Raiders. Complete disaster. I didn't watch pretty much the first 3 quarters of the game. I was doing shit, and I had no interest in doing it and watching it. I tuned in. Raiders come back. They get a touchdown. They needed 2. They don't fucking get the 2. Waller drops about 3 touchdowns in the game. It's just the whole thing is a complete joke, a farce. McDaniels, what do you know? He's a horrible coach. Anyone could have foreseen this. Mark Davis, you are a joke, a scam, the ugliest man of all time. Look up a picture of him. It's a fucking disgrace how you've run this team and hired just the wrong guy over and over. Jack Del Rio has had the fucking it's the ship steered right. And you bring in John Gruden, who I do like, but he's better as an analyst, man. He ain't that good of a coach. He was okay. They fucking had all these
bro,
picks.
you guys were better off with fucking Gruden than you are now.
Oh, no shit, because this guy, Josh McDaniels, is a fucking clown show and a half, man.
Well, where did he come
He's
from?
2 clown shows. New England. He was a fucking
Yeah.
New England son. He was a New England leftover. Same with the, I don't want to say leftover, but the other fucking GM now, they got Ziegler. He's a fucking New England leftover too.
Yeah, well, here's what I can tell you.
This stupid fucking piece of shit, Mark Davis, just sees New England. Oh, they win. Let's hire their people. You fucking dope piece of.
Here's what I'm gonna tell you, bro. I watched a little bit of the Raiders game because I had some money on the Raiders.
Yeah, you're dumb, and then you call me bitching that the Raiders lost. I'm like, what the fuck? I told you they suck. I told you this.
I was thinking Titans are worse. Tannehill way worse. It's battle of the best. Who's going to be the better quarterback that day?
That ain't who wins the game, motherfucker.
Tannehill, better quarterback. From what I understood from watching the game was your O-line is atrocious.
Yeah, they don't know how to build a team.
Atrocious. Derek Carr has no time, and when he does have time, he makes awful mistakes.
He's awful. He's horrible. Get rid of him.
He's a horrible quarterback. You guys need to.
The whole team is horrible.
Hopefully you go awful, have an awful year, and you get a good quarterback.
I hope we get the number 1 overall pick. We just re-signed Derek Carr for 5 years, too. Woo! The Chargers fucking get superstar studs.
Trade him. You know what you need to do? You need
Mahomes.
You need to trade Derek Carr for a quarterback.
Good luck. You can't trade off that fucking deal.
You need to pull in some fucking O-linemen really bad.
It ain't happening. The best thing to do now is to tank. We're the only team who's 0-3. So the best thing
to do is to go back to Oakland.
Best, of course. But the first and foremost, Mark Davis, you need to sell this team. And first of all, you need to fire McDaniels before you sell it, because who knows if the new owner will be smart enough to do that. So fire him. Just release Derek Carr, eat all that money, pay him $80 million just to do nothing, and
invest in your fucking lines.
purposely lose the rest of the season, 0-17, number one pick, and we're back in business. And then actually
who do you
hire
take with the
smart
number one
football people instead of this clown ball McDaniels.
Who do you take with the number 1 pick?
I don't know much about these college prospects.
No, position wise.
Well, it's usually a fucking quarterback or a pass rusher,
So you take a quarterback.
or a pass rusher. Sometimes it's an offensive
Is
tackle.
your defense that bad though? I think your defensive line's pretty good. Huh?
It's a good D line. The defense in a whole is just bad. It's just not good. It's porous. It's porous. That means it has holes.
Yeah, well, the Raiders will get their shit figured out. Probably not this season.
I highly doubt it. They need to fire everyone involved with this team.
It
Just
really
let
is
it
a
go, man.
shame. It really is a shame what happened with Ruggs and how he ruined his career, ruined his life, let down all the Raiders fans forever and ever. Is probably going to be in jail forever and ever. Guy's a bum. Really let down the whole fucking city of Vegas and Oakland. And now the team will be in misery for the next year or 2 years because of the bad luck that he brought. Bad karma for killing a woman.
Derek Carr, it's the experiment's over, man. I do like you. I think you're a great guy, man. I love to go out to eat with you and have a nice fucking chat. That's the guy you are. But to be a quarterback,
Ever since that bum broke his fucking finger or whatever happened in that big game.
no, the roster was just stacked, dude. Why do I gotta come out and interrupt me like that?
Sorry.
I'm just saying, it's done. You're done. You're not going to be a Super Bowl winning QB. You even know it, man. Just deep down, you know it. It's over. Go to a different team or just retire. Retire. We'll pay you. Just get out. Just get out. Bring in Bryce Young. Tank for Bryce.
You think he's the worst quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, he's the worst quarterback in the NFL.
Wow. You might be right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know what to say. The Dolphins fucking came out there and beat the Bills somehow.
Yeah, that was a shocker to me, man. Dolphins, turns out, legit. The fucking punter for the Dolphins ended up punting a ball into his own teammate's ass. They call it the butt punt. Yeah, you see
As much as I hate to say it, Dolphins are very good. Very good team.
Why do you hate to say it? Why do you hate the Dolphins if you're down in Miami? Like, I was down in Tampa. I like the Bucks now.
Different. I love Tom. I hate Tua.
Okay, so why don't you like Tua?
Everyone thinks he's better than Hurts because Hurts got fucking benched for him in the fucking natty. Well,
Bro,
Tua
but
sucks.
if you ran into Tua, you'd like him though.
Yeah, no shit, but I hate him for the pod. And here's the other thing. I hate him for the media. And Tua, yeah, your team's good, but I can tell you this much. Bills still favored to go to the Super Bowl. Bills will not lose another game this season after that loss. Bills will beat the Dolphins in Buffalo, something like 50-7. I mean, Dolphins, have your cheers right now, but you're still gonna have a really hard time making the playoffs. Probably as a wild card, but it's not gonna get you there. Super Bowl's got a long time for you guys. My Eagles, a lot better shape, a lot better all around team.
Yeah, you want to talk about them?
All I can say about them is we're looking fantastic. Jalen Hurts, I think he's got one interception on the year. He's got, I think he leads. He's second in all-purpose yards under Josh Allen. Second in all these yards, dude. He's looking incredible. 300 a game, easy. Our receivers, impeccable. Devontae Smith, I think he had 180 yards this game. A.J. Brown had like 80 yards this game. Just stacked from head to toe. Our defense, I think we had 7 sacks on Wentz, tied for the most he's ever been sacked. Or maybe we beat it. I think we held him to -6 yards in the beginning. I mean, the Eagles from head to toe, flawless. And I would love to see a Bills-Eagles Super Bowl just because I know that wherever the Super Bowl is, Kieran, you may know, wherever the Super Bowl, Vegas, Buffalo, Philadelphia Super Bowl, 2 most powerful fan bases in the NFL. I don't even know if Vegas could handle it.
Vegas can handle anything, baby. But let me tell you
Vegas will handle that perfectly. It'll be a shit fucking show, dude. That'll be amazing.
Here's the big issue we haven't talked about. It's with these people, these fans, so-called fans of the sport. They take a look at Tua, they take a look at Jalen Hurts, and they took a look at Josh Allen. They say these guys fucking suck, and they're horrible. Get rid of them for Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Okay, fine. If you're not a superstar by day one, get out. It's not the proper way to do life. It's not the proper. So let me take a look at you. Look at you, Mr. Fan, who tweets on his stupid little phone all day and says, ha ha ha, fuck Tua, fuck Jalen Hurts, they're horrible. Well, you sit in your fucking basement, twiddling your thumbs, doing nothing out there. Should we come out and should we tweet? I know these guys are under the light, but let's look at yourself in the mirror, because Tua needs time to improve. You might be like, well, look, I am who I am right now. I'm not famous now. I don't have a lot of money now, but one day I will. Okay, we'll say the same about fucking Tua Tagovailoa and Hurts. They're not the greatest right now, but give them time to improve, and you'll be better. A lot of
Just
people
like
have
Josh
such
Allen, bro.
loser
Just like
mindsets.
Just like Josh Allen.
They
dude.
don't think anyone can get better. So that's who they are. They don't think themselves can get better. So they're all losers.
100%. And the other big mistake that we all have out there is we want to play these rookies right away. Maybe sometimes we need to let them sit and mature. You know, maybe
that's life.
Maybe the Steelers are making the right call by fucking letting Pickett sit on the bench, learn the game, absorb knowledge. He may not have a great guy in front of him, but he's still learning. And he's just going to get older and more mature, and he's going to be incredible. Just like Josh Allen, bad first year. I think all right second year, incredible.
Do you agree with the theory?
Incredible.
Do you agree with the theory that Kenny Pickett has small hands and that's why he'll never be a good QB?
No. You can't agree with that. If he has big enough hands to put his hands around an NFL-sized football, he's all right.
Yeah, but I mean, if you can't really sling the ball, you have to have big hands to
Bro,
do
the
that.
guy can sling the ball. We've seen it. If he can't throw at least 50 yards, dude, he's not in the NFL.
You think he could throw? Look, I was hating on Mac Jones, but maybe he'll turn into the next Tua Tagovailoa and turn heads and dominate with Belichick.
Not a fan of Mac Jones. To be quite honest, I don't think he's the guy.
Yeah, but he could get better.
I think he's the worst of the Alabama quarterbacks that are in the league.
Bama never has good QBs. But.
I do, however, think he's better than Bryce Young, who you were talking about earlier. I don't think Bryce Young's the guy, dude.
What was that one guy?
Maybe.
Coker or Jake Coker? Remember him?
Jake Coker or whatever, yeah. Jake Cutler?
No, Jake Coker. There was an Alabama QB named Coker.
Here's the thing right
like
now. Mac Jones needs to grow, mature, hit the weight room a lot. And the team.
But we don't need to fucking talk about Mac Jones. The fans don't care.
Listen, the team needs to be built around him. Belichick, I guarantee, will be retiring after this season.
Oh my god, dude! Mac Jones is so boring. The fans don't want to hear about him.
Yeah, you're right. And the Pats, one of the most boring teams in the league, suck ass. And the other thing about them is Belichick's going to retire, hand the keys off to his son, and ride into the sunset a champion. Well, not really, because he should have done that after Tom left. But.
New England, yeah. You're so proud to be New England. You're fucking, man. You want to be known as the New England? You know what England did? You know about the England dynasty? They enslaved us. 1776, man. Read about it. We took over.
England's a shithole. All you English fuckers, you better watch our pod and drop a like.
Good eye, mate. Welcome back to the podcast.
Here's the thing that we need to talk about now.
All right.
We need to talk about our picks.
All right, let's bust them down.
For this week.
Fuck Roger Goodell. Fuck the NFL.
Yeah, honestly, Roger Goodell's a clown. I don't know how much longer we're going to have with this guy. As we speak right now, as we film this podcast, the Cowboys and the Giants are tied at 6 apiece in the third fucking quarter with 8 minutes to go.
There's a fight breaking out.
Talk about a pathetic fucking showing.
There's a fight breaking out right now.
On the field?
I don't know if I'm allowed to show this footage. They get copyrighted.
They're horrible. These teams are horrible.
Yeah, they're not good. Kramer's Eagles will run away with the division. Now let's talk about our picks, bro. Let's break them down. What do you got?
All right, Cooper Rush is 81 yards for those of you who don't understand how
great last name, Rush.
Thursday, dude. Rush. We start with actually a great game Thursday. Could be a big test for the Dolphins. I think their first loss. They head to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals.
You say it's a loss, but you said Joe Burrow's so bad.
I just think that this is a good spot for the Bengals. You know what I mean? I don't think that they're necessarily a better team than the Dolphins, but the Dolphins are coming off what could be their biggest win of the year, beating the Bills at home, right? Yeah. Now it's a short week. They got to prepare. They got to head to Cincy. I'm giving it to Joe Burrow. Close game. This could
easily be a Bengal win because, well, for a lot of reasons. But you take a look at really the Dolphins pretty much taking down Buffalo, the team who was stomping teams off the gate. There's no way you can pick against Miami really until they lose again. Like if they win this one, you can't pick against them next week. You just can't pick against them anymore for the rest of the season. So that holds true to form here. Dolphins, who I'm a big fan of, Dolphins guy, they win.
You like Tyreek Hill?
Oh yeah, I do now because he's off my. I really didn't mind him when he was on the Chiefs. He would always destroy us and shit. But it's not.
Guy's a coward. Guy's a coward.
That's not good enough reason for me to
talk so much shit on fucking Pat Mahomes, one of the best to ever do it.
Oh, that was so great when that guy Winfield put the peace sign up in his face in that Super Bowl. That made me. I like him now because he's off the Chiefs, but when he was on the Chiefs, I wasn't a big fan.
I'm a Chiefs fan because of Andy Reid.
Fuck the Chiefs. Fuck that fat piece of shit Reid. Fuck that fraud Pat Mahomes. No, I like Mahomes for it. But let's get into the next game.
All right, let's talk about this. We got 9:30 a.m., so this must be a game
London.
In London.
So you were talking shit on all those Englishers they're going to get to see again.
Pathetic ass city Tottenham is going to be at that stupid ass fucking soccer stadium, and all of them are going to get out there and get to watch their American football, the real football.
No.
So now we got Vikings, Saints. Vikings are favored -2.5. I'm going fucking Saints. I think the Vikings are a bunch of frauds.
I disagree. Vikings are not frauds. They're the real deal. They smoked the Detroit Lions. Vikings win this game. Skol. That's your favorite team.
Skull chant? Fuck that team. Here's the thing. We just shit on them. Let's talk about this next game. Chargers head to Houston, take on the Texans. You know, I haven't been paying attention to the Texans because they're 0-2-1. So Texans are shit. Chargers probably bounce back here.
I love to pick against the Chargers. They're very badly injured, and I'm going to do that. The Texans win this one. I picked the Texans every game this season. And
Texans get their first win of the year.
Yeah, I don't know why. I picked them every week, and it's not going to change now. I'm going to keep picking until they win. I don't care who they play.
Bears at Giants. Horrible game. I'm going to go with the Giants.
Who cares, man? 2 bottom feeders, but we'll take the Giants. And the Giants, if they win this one, they'll be 4-0. So that's pretty wild.
Seahawks at Lions. I'm going Lions.
Seattle. I'm a big fan of Seattle. I think they got some great people, great fans, and they face that team, man, and they're going to win. Seattle beats San Francisco.
No, they're not.
Who they play, the 49ers?
The Lions.
Oh, yeah, they're going to win. The Lions suck, man.
The Lions are gritty as fuck.
I don't care. All right, now
let's talk about my Philadelphia Eagles. Doug Peterson comes back to Philadelphia for his first time with the Jacksonville Jaguars, who currently look pretty good to me. Kiernan says not good. 2-1, Jacksonville Jaguars, Doug Peterson, Eagles Super Bowl head coach, comes back to Philly. I think the Eagles take this one by a landslide, prove that the Jags really aren't as good as Kiernan already knew, but I thought they were good, but they're not as good as the Eagles. The Eagles win this big.
Yeah, Eagles look legit. They're fucking teams up left and right. And they're going to win this one as well. Jaguars ain't about shit. They beat the Chargers, who had like 9 Pro Bowlers out. I mean, it's not an accomplishment. You basically beat a team worse than you, so what does that make you? It makes you okay. Defense, anyone can win at any time. People see Jags blow out Chargers, and now they're like way up in the rankings, bro. Just relax, okay? Eagles are going to stomp them. Let's be real.
Jets at Steelers. I'm going to go with the Jets.
No way. I'll never pick the Jets. I don't care who they play. They are the worst franchise of all time in any sports. They're never good. I've probably only seen them in the playoffs one time. They're usually at the very... It's not even like sometimes they're okay. No, they're always at the very dead last bottom of the fucking totem pole in the football. They're always picking at number 1 or number 2 or top 10. They fucking suck. I'll never pick you guys, and you will lose.
Zach Wilson's going to be back.
Who are they playing?
Zach Wilson is back for the Jets.
I don't care, man. He's a MILF fucker, a
Steelers,
MILF hunter.
Brother, they're playing the Steelers.
In the steel curtain?
Yeah.
No way. No way the Jets are walking in there and winning. That you ain't got Rex Ryan no more, buddy. Mark Sanchez was their franchise. He's their best QB after Joe Namath of all time, and that sells something. And he was actually not good, but fumble and all. He loses. The Jets lose like they always lose.
Browns at Falcons.
Ooh, the Dirty Birds.
I've been picking the Falcons all fucking year. I'm gonna take them again.
The Falcons are really just brutal. Actually, they're getting better, but you know
their defense is horrible.
Cleveland is pretty good. I think Myles Garrett will be out. I don't know if he's playing. He's just in a car accident. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So I don't know if he's playing or not. Apparently he was like unscathed or he had minor injuries. So I mean, I'm guessing he won't play. So give me the Dirty Birds. Is it in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
No, it's at Atlanta.
Okay, that's what I meant to say. So the Dirty Birds are gonna win.
Tennessee heads to Indianapolis. Gross teams. Horrible. Matt Ryan, one of the worst guys, should have retired. Indianapolis really should have never traded Wentz. They would have been way better off with him than this fucking idiot Matt Ryan. Tannehill also horrible. At Indianapolis, I'm gonna take the. That's tough, dude. I don't really even know where to go with this game.
You described this perfectly. You said it gross. The AFC South is always just gross. The logos are bad. The stadiums are bad. The fans are bad. The South is just disgusting. If you ever been to the South, like I like certain parts of the South, but like the boonies of North Carolina and South Carolina, that's like hell on earth, dude. You see all these like Bojangles chickens, which is good chicken, but I'm tired of the South. I like most of the South. Let's be real. Like Florida. Bama. There's certain parts of North Carolina are good.
Dude,
when I think of AFC South, I just think of disgusting filth, mosquitoes, and gross, boring games. And
how are you going to pick this game?
On CBS. And who's going to win? You say Jaguars or Colts?
Oh, Tennessee at Indianapolis, dude.
Okay. It's going to be actually a fucking barn burner game. Colts get back in action, and Shaquille Leonard will have the play of his life. Interception, pick 6. Colts win.
All right, I'm going to take the Titans then. Commanders head to. Honestly, on this show, we're not calling them the fucking Commanders. The Redskins head to the Cowboys.
Why do you want to call them that, man? That shows you're
racist. Think about this: Redskins versus Cowboys.
So,
what do you mean, dude?
What do you mean?
Commanders, Cowboys, Redskins, Cowboys. That's literally what happened. Literally in the beginning of time. Cowboys.
I changed my mind. I said the Jets were the worst franchise. It's by far these Washington Commanders, but at least in their defense, they had a good run in the '80s. These Commanders, but overall, man,
I'm taking the Commanders to bounce back.
Their stadium's falling apart and leaking shit out of the ceiling. Their owner is a fucking. Oh my god. I can't even.
Supposedly, he's going to be forced to fucking quit.
If I start talking about this shit, I'll be going on for hours. Basically, to sum it all down, Washington's going to lose. They're something else. There's something
Great game. Buffalo heads to Baltimore. Baltimore's going to get shown to be frauds. Buffalo bounces back after the loss to the Dolphins. I think they beat them by at least 10.
Buffalo's playing in some high-end teams, dude, and they're going to prove that they're the best. They might go 2-2 and shock people. Ravens aren't no joke, and the Ravens, is it in M&T Bank?
Defense is shit, though.
Where is it at?
It's at the Ravens, but they're D shit right now.
Orchard Park. I like Baltimore.
Wow.
M&T Bank's a great stadium, but if it's in Buffalo, you know Buffalo's going to take it down.
It's at Baltimore.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Great stadium. I've been there. I had a great time, and Baltimore takes the dub.
Bullshit. Cardinals at
whoever's home, I'm pretty much picking it this week.
Cardinals at Panthers. Somehow the Panthers are supposed to win this game. I'm going to go Cardinals.
I 100% agree. Cardinals are fucking a disgrace. Panthers aren't as bad as you think. They started off bad, but Baker always starts slow, man.
Cardinals will win, dude. Cardinals will win.
Cardinals are a disaster. They lose this game.
All right, well, here's hopefully, dude. If the Raiders cannot pull this off,
they're not winning.
I'm gonna tell you, they're actually the worst team in the league.
Denver Broncos.
Denver Broncos at Raiders for I think probably one of the lowest scoring games of the year.
Probably the highest scoring game of the year. 56-0 Broncos win.
I'm taking the Raiders. Broncos. Russell Wilson. Horrible.
Good luck taking the Raiders.
Russ Wilson's just as washed as Derek Carr. And moving on.
I will say Russell Wilson is bad. I don't like you, man. You're a little bit of a fucking Jesus freak fraud. You're a little weird. I love Jesus, but I don't like Russell Wilson.
Fuck Russell Wilson.
And he's raising Future's baby as his own, which is very creepy. And you will lose this game you'll win this game, actually, because you're facing the Raiders. No. Any other opponent, I'd pick against you, but not this week.
Raiders win. You're sick D lineman.
Do not bet on the Raiders if you want to. I'd avoid this game.
The guy with the tattoos, super sick
Max
D lineman.
Crosby, man, he's a stud. I love Max
winning
Crosby.
Winning the game for the Raiders with a strip sack.
Dude, you know what's hilarious too? He got the game winning sack against Kyler when they should have won, but they called the holding. He pretty much is like won them 3 games, but they should have
He's
won
a
all of
beast,
them.
bro. He's so good. He's so good.
He's one of the best pass rushers in the league. He's relentless.
I'll take him on the Eagles.
Yeah, you like him, dude. But fuck the Raiders, man. I feel bad for Max because he's doing everything he got. He sacks Kyler Murray to win the game they call holding. Oh my god, I'm so sick of the fucking football. I feel like it's so rigged against the Raiders, man. It just is in some way.
Might be. Pats at Packers. I think I'm gonna take the Packers.
In Lambeau, it's not even going to be a contest. Give me Green Bay all day.
Really good game to end the night. Maybe not though. The Bucks look like shit. Chiefs head to Tampa Bay to take on the Bucks, and I'm buying in on the Chiefs to run the score up, dude. I don't know. Tom looked off in this last game.
Brady put out some like a huge statement saying like he'll be back and shit. He looks fucking strange with all his plastic surgery. Tom, you shouldn't have gotten that surgery. He does look young. He doesn't look bad, but he just looks a little weird compared to what he did.
And he's not playing well right now. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think he's regretting what he did, man. And if this isn't his last season, I'd be shocked if he goes another one. So I'd say Brady, you're gonna beat the Chiefs because Chiefs, Pat Mahomes, you ain't about all that this year. You lose Tyreek Hill, bad move. And Tom Brady's going to show you what's up, just like he did in the Super Bowl in his own house.
Monday night, we got the Rams at 49ers.
Oh my God, they keep putting these stupid-ass Rams in primetime. Like, there couldn't have been a more boring fucking team to me.
I know, but I am taking the Rams.
Like, I don't care, man. Rams, you're going to win. Congratulations, Rams. You're going to win again. 3-1.
Fuck the Rams. They're a joke of a team. They won't win shit this year. But exciting news, Kieran. Obviously, everyone knows. I guess preseason starts this week for NBA, so I guess the season's right around the corner. So we'll have some NBA talk more and more every show.
I'm excited just because the Sixers, I think, are really good. And by the way, I've never seen 1 minute of preseason NBA. I didn't even know they did it, and I've been watching NBA since.
I won't be tuning in, but it means we're closer, which is always good news.
I might tune in this year because I've never seen it. I don't even know what it's like. Do the starters even play? Like, I'm pretty sure I've seen Steph Curry.
Sometimes they play.
I think they play against like Chinese teams. Like I remember Ben Simmons hit his first 3 against like a Chinese team, dude. So they play some weird shit. But with all that being said, we're going to wrap up this podcast. Thank you for listening. It was an interesting one. I kind of got a little mad there at the end, but, you know, when this shit happens.
Don't forget, guys. Download.
Oh, yeah.
Like.
Hit a download. Hit a like. Subscribe. Thanks for the support.
Comment. We love it.
We're going to be mounted. If you see our channel right now, dude, if you're listening to this in 2022, September or October, November, you're seeing us at the lowest point we'll be. And it's like seeing Mr. Beast with only 100 subs. You'll never get that opportunity again. So be one of the first to subscribe, like it. Thank you for listening.
On the train, dude. Hop on the train, baby. Hop on the train.
We're out of here. Peace.
We'll have another pod out to you guys on Wednesday. Peace.